So today I want to talk about lights. In my trailer, above the dinette and throughout the trailer, there are these LED lights, and they're really bright blue. It's like an operating room in here, especially with the aluminum trailer skin reflecting light all over the place. It's really bright, it's really cold. So a lot of people find that they want to warm up that lighting, and there's actually a pretty easy way to do that. So let me show you how to do that. The first step is that you're going to buy some gel material, and you can get that from a variety of sources. Amazon.com sells it. B&H Photo in New York sells it. Any sort of theatrical supply or lighting supply company can probably get them for you. And what you're looking for are gels, that's what they're called, and they're heat-resistant sort of screens to put over your lighting. That's what they use to color lights on a theater stage, for example. So once you get a sheet of gels, it's really just a matter of cutting them into the appropriate size circle for your light. So let me show you how you do that. And this is really simple. You're basically going to remove the lens of the light and trace the lens onto your gel and then cut it out and put that gel back in your light. So here goes. First of all, I'm going to do it right here, and I'm going to do it on a light that's already lit so you can see what's going on. I'm not touching any of the electricity involved or anything like that. I'm really just taking the cover off the light. And this is true not just of these lights, but of the lights throughout the entire trailer. Even if they're in the overhead, you don't need to pull them out of the ceiling to do this. You just need to pull the lens off, right? So when I look at this light, there's the outer ring, and then there's a sort of inner ring, and then right close to where the glass part is, there's a seam, and that seam is where the lens comes off. So all I'm going to use to do this is a utility knife, right? So this utility knife, I'm just using this very thin blade, and I'm going to use it to pry up into that seam and pop that lens out. And it comes out pretty easily there. There you go, right? So this is the assembly right here that you're trying to get out of there. And ideally you want to take the glass lens out. On mine, I could actually just sneak the glass right past that retaining clip. You can see it right there. If for some reason that's bent over pretty severely on yours, you may need to bend that back with a screwdriver or something, but I haven't had to do that on any of mine. So really, this is the essential thing I'm trying to get out of here, right? Because this is what I'm going to use as my template for cutting my gels. So let me show you how I do that. So this is what that gel material looks like. Mine came with like a sheet of vellum behind it, and it was just rolled up in a box when it shipped to me. This is about half of the sheet I received. So really just one sheet is way more than enough. And I think it's easier to work with if you keep a white sheet of paper underneath it. Now all I'm going to do here is I'm going to lay this lens right on this sheet of paper, and I'm going to draw around it a circle, okay? And that's it. I'm just using the lens. The only reason I need the lens out of there is to trace the size, okay? So here you can see that my pen didn't work at all. So let's try a Sharpie. Really, the best thing to use is one of those very thin Sharpies, you know, those tiny little Sharpies. But this is easier for you to see on your screen, okay? And that's it. I have my circle, and I'm just going to use scissors to cut it out. You know, this trim ring covers a little bit of the edge of this, so you have some wiggle room when you're cutting this out. Okay, there you go. It's as simple as that. One thing that you might want to consider is my wife is a crafter, and she's got all sorts of circle cutting templates. So even though it's perfectly acceptable to cut this by hand using scissors, right? And you might be even better at it than I am. You're probably better at it than I am. If you do have some sort of circle cutting jig or template, you can get this really right on the nose. So I actually made just a bunch of these in advance because my wife had her little circle cutter out. She does paper crafts. So now that I have the gels cut, it's time to reassemble this assembly. So I'm just going to snap this piece of glass back in here, right? And again, just pay attention to that little retaining clip and make sure you're getting that glass in there, right? There we go. We're back in place. No tools required. And now I'm going to use this gel, right? And I'm just going to slip it right inside there. That's all I need to do. If you want your lights even warmer, you could put 2 gels in there or 3 gels in there. It just depends on the color of the gel and what you're going for in terms of the level of warmth or the level of effect that you want. There's no glue or anything, no tape. You don't need anything like that. And now you're just going to take this and put it right back on the ceiling here. Voila! Warmer light. That's all you need to do. Here's a wide shot of what that warmer light looks like. Let's compare it to the old bluer light before I put the gels in. You see the difference? Here's the original blue lights that came with the trailer. And now here's the warmer version after I've inserted the gels.